First, I'd like to introduce our new student, Tori. And I'd like to thank Tori for her generous gift of $2, which she handed me outside this morning. Not necessary, but much appreciated.
Why'd you give him $2?
I thought he was homeless.
In the first season of the show, Tori's character is supposed to be new to everything. Because of this, she's often the one asking questions about things that the audience has to learn in order for the plot to make sense in each episode. This is called an audience surrogate. Because most of Tori's dialogue in the first episode is purely based on reacting to things happening to her, rather than her actually initiating things, it's hard to get a feel for her character. In the first season, that is. If we look at who Tori is at the beginning of the show compared to the end of the show, she almost seems like a completely different person. Now, I know we could easily chalk this up as writers still getting a feel for who each character is. If you don't believe me, just look at what Jade wears in episode 3. But remember, we're going to treat these like real people, in real situations. To put it simply, Tori goes from a naive, kind-hearted girl with a few hints of a more vain and egocentric nature, to a girl that feels obligated to prove she's better than everyone, almost never apologizing to the people she hurts along the way. The reason why I think this is actually quite amazing is because it doesn't come out of nowhere. Going back to the first episode, did Tori just happen to be enrolled when a new year of school was beginning? Did she just leave her old school? What happened to her friend and their moldy food project earlier in the episode? Tori's kind of an opportunistic thinker in her debut, huh? She kisses Beck knowing full well that he's dating someone else and that that person he's dating is in the room right in front of her. Now, follow me here. This might be a stretch, but what if Tori Vega's character was actually a commentary on how fame can go to a person's head? Sure, she already had these jerkish moments, but she had a sweet side to balance things out. But as the show progresses and the more popular she becomes, Tori loses that sweet nature. And all that's left is, well, a jerk.
Hey, what you doing?
Calling my mom to tell her I want to go back to my old school.
Why?
Because I don't like having black coffee in my hair.
Then I'll get you some cream and sugar. Everything will be chill.
Andre is one of the characters that changes the least as the show goes on. Instead, what the show does is dive into the insecurities that someone as calm and easygoing as he is could have buried deep down. I think Andre is at his best when the episode isn't about him. I know that sounds strange, but hear me out. A lot of Andre-centric plots are usually about some music company that wants to sign him or that he's trying to impress, or maybe there's some new girl that he's started dating. But that's about it, which is such a shame because of all the characters on the show, he's probably the most versatile. He plays various instruments through the show's run. He writes his own, and apparently other people's music in the show too. So why is it that I enjoy him most when he's not doing any of those things? Of all the characters, Andre would probably be the most fun to just hang out with. He's serious when he needs to be, and he's funny when he needs to be. He's always helping his friends when they need him, and he even lets them get the glory most of the time. He might be a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to his music, but it never gets out of hand. He knows how to dance, he knows how to act. What more can I say? The man is black.
Oh my god, you're Tori, right? Uh-huh. You were so awesome in the big showcase. Oh, thanks. My name's Kat. Like the animal. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. I love cats. Oh, me too. They're so cute.
Kat. Where do I begin? Season 1, she's written as this ditzy bipolar girl, but by season 3, she's a completely different person, trading out any sense of being a teenager in favor of becoming almost like a toddler. Unlike Tori, who I'd argue gradually transformed into a different character, Kat's transformation just kinda happens. What caused this? Well, what if she took medication to help her bipolar problems, and one of the side effects was having this ever-present sense of euphoria? Or maybe she took something from her brother that she wasn't supposed to. Just two theories of mine. Anyway, one thing I think people usually forget about Kat is that she has these small moments of being smarter than she's usually believed to be. But then there's this line.
It's like what's really wants everybody back in class.
And you really wanted a date to the prom last year, but you didn't get one, did you?
Did Kat fail? And have to restart a grade? She even confirms it later.
It's true.
That normal's boring?
No, that no one asked me to the prom.
Does her brother have anything to do with it? Whether it be Season 1 Kat, or Season 3 Kat, or Sam and Kat, Kat is the cute bubbly one in the group that mixes this array of childlike innocence with a vigorous teenage lust for boys and candy. Ew. I'm going to hold off on saying too much about Kat's character for now, but I will say this. I understand why she got the spin-off.
Will you guys be cool?
Him? Be cool?
You're a demon!
Given the nature of the show, at times it can be easy to forget that Rex is a puppet being controlled by Robbie, rather than a separate character entirely. Which means every negative, hypersexualized, and at times off-putting comment Rex says is what Robbie is thinking. All those comments and insults Rex directs towards Robbie are actually self-deprecating comments based on his insecurities. Robbie, through Rex, expresses how he doesn't see himself as cool, which I think is very interesting. If you look at Robbie, you can get a feel for what kind of character he's supposed to be, your stereotypical nerd. But as the series progresses, Robbie probably goes through the most visible change than anyone else. He never completely drops his dorky quirks, but he becomes more confident, and this shows most when he stops carrying Rex around in later episodes. What I find most interesting about Robbie, though, is the fact that from the get-go, he doesn't see himself as cool, and yet, he hangs out with the cool kids. Later, we meet two characters named Sinjin and Burf, who are considered too weird for our main cast, but then why keep Robbie around? It seems Robbie is just cool enough for the characters to keep him in their friend circle. But then, why keep Jade around?